As March gives way to April in the Cape Fear region, and the sun gets warmer, an abundance of flowering plants graces the landscape. And Wilmington extends a standing invitation to visitors from near and far to enjoy the North Carolina Azalea Festival. The festival was the brainchild of a local physician, Dr. Houston Moore, who as early as 1936 thought that such an event would provide refreshing relief from the bleak Depression years. Well-known photographer Hugh Morton kick-started Moore's dream in 1947, and once things got going, quickly became known as Mr. Azalea.
People like Hugh Morton, who is consistently a man interested in environmental conditions, probably said, "You've got something here that's worth showing off, something that the public will love. There's nowhere else in the world that this can happen. So why not let's have a festival?"
So at last, the long-time dream of a festival created around Wilmington's millions of azaleas began to bloom, and over time grew into a deeply held local tradition. The 4-day Azalea Festival is truly a grand affair, beginning with a ribbon-cutting ceremony and a bevy of beautiful southern bells, this day on display in Airlie Gardens. As long as the weather doesn't interfere, this event promises to be gorgeous all around. And then when the sun comes out, all is suddenly well with the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The bells line up with their well-polished escorts for the day from the Citadel. And then the ribbon is cut in appropriate queenly style. There is a party on the lawn, and folks eventually disperse to enjoy the azaleas and other springtime finery of the long-standing Cape Fear Garden Tour.
What is your name? I'm sorry.
Jessica.
Jessica. It's nice to meet you.
Isn't this wonderful? This is what springtime should be. It's springtime in Wilmington. It just brings Wilmington together, and we really have had a good time. This is what it's all about, these beautiful azaleas. They come out this time of year and just make this city come alive. You see them everywhere.
Not far away, in Wrightsville Beach, there's a festive air on Live Oak Street at the home of landscape designer Chris Lindley.
Well, this back is just charming, just beautiful.
It's her little studio.
It's gorgeous.
Those of us who participate in the Azalea Festival Garden Tour put a lot of time and effort into it. But the reason I do is because what they do for our community is phenomenal. They give a sense of community to Wilmington.
During the rest of the year, the Garden Club uses its proceeds from the tour for community good, including beautification, environmental education, and conservation projects.
I will put my toes in her. Okay, good.
Meanwhile, downtown, street fair vendors are making their preparations alongside the Cape Fear. And a couple of blocks away,
Let's do like the blue like that. Okay, so then.
at least one group of early birds is getting a jump on float preparations for tomorrow's parade. Early the next morning, the weather threatens again, but the possibility of rain doesn't dampen the enthusiasm.
Welcome to the morning of the North Carolina 58 Azalea Festival.
They're not in here.
Here's 49.
Plans have been in place for this event for a long time.
And 1, 2, 3.
And people are tuning up for a bit of last-minute practice
I need another balloon tie.
and tending to last-minute float details.
Which one, Vicky? This has got to be moved this way, right?
there are folks working on their routines as best they can. And as the clock ticks toward starting time, anticipation and energy increase among parade participants. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Hey, you guys go up on the hill here.
All this happens, of course, under the direction of practice parade marshals and their volunteers.
I'm missing TV3.
What's up, guys?
I'm missing great quips.
This is a mess.
I got one. I'm missing one.
Like Mark Twain said, this is you don't want to watch sausage being made or laws being made in Raleigh, and you don't want to watch a parade being put together. Yeah, we got the, it's confusing, but we all have fun. Just keep smiling.
It's approaching 9 a.m., and things are almost ready to go.
Okay, y'all, you're gonna see a sign that says reviewing stand. Make sure you wave and smile, and don't give him an armpit shot, okay?
You ready? Let's do it.
And now, the fun begins. On they come. Participants of all shapes and sizes and inclinations.
Right.
And finally, many hundreds of people, and some 3 hours later, the parade comes to an end.
Oh, we're done early?
And now it's time for the marshals to catch their breath and discuss this year's work.
Oh, the day went super. It was the first year I haven't started the parade. It went fine. Every year we say we're going to quit, but you always end up coming back.
Altogether, it's been another successful event by most counts, including the final evening's capper, a brilliant fireworks presentation, reflecting in the sky and across the surface of the Cape Fear, colorful tracings reminiscent of the lovely blossoms that frame each annual Azalea Festival in so much extraordinary springtime beauty.